Howdy folks, this is Feanor, and thank you for spending time together with me on the internets. This is going to be my first gameplay video. Today we're taking a look at Gods Unchained, which is a new NFT-based play-to-earn collectible card game, similar to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone. I may do an explainer video where I go over some of the functionality and whatnot in the future, but for now we're just going to concentrate on getting some gameplay and doing a test of my screencasting software. So I've got everything set up and I'm ready to play. What I'm going to be doing today is down here, this Gather Flux mission. This is a way to accumulate an in-game currency called Flux. You see that up here. And Flux is what is used to mint your cards to the blockchain and turn them into saleable assets. So we're going to queue up and play a couple games. I'll talk a little bit about what my first impressions of the game are as we're loading up. I think it's pretty good. I played quite a bit of Magic the Gathering way back in the day when I was a teenager and kind of fell out of it around the time I got into college. And I came back and played some Hearthstone, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago for a little bit, and didn't really stick with it. It was entertaining, but just didn't, keep me around. So what's intriguing about this game is the pay-to-earn aspect for me. I've only been playing a few days, and I think I've got enough cards to be worth maybe $50 to $100 or so. And I like the fact that you own your cards as NFTs. So here we go. Every god has a power that is usable once a turn. I'm picking a direct damage for removal purposes. And my opponent is the God of Light. He's doing the same. Momentarily, I'm going to get some pop-ups that are my initial card draw. The game has a mana curve down here, and removal control aspects. You can do zoo decks, aggro decks, pretty much the same as any CCG. So here I've got two cards that are a little high. I'm going to try to replace them with lower cost cards to start. You have up to 4 repicks. So this is good. I've got 2 strong early creatures and 1 multi-purpose card that can either help me draw a card or deal damage and do removal on an enemy creature. So we'll go ahead and start with that.
Today, you face judgment.
He's going first. Up here, these little triangular icons represent a free mana that you can use. The player that goes first, since they have an inherent advantage, only gets 1 of those. I'm going second, so I can spend up to 3, and you can do that at the rate of 1 per turn. So he's summoned his creature. You got the attack stat on the left, the health on the right. If you mouse over, it pops up and tells you any properties the card has, and you can do that on God Power, cards. This is his turn timer ticking down. And yeah, so I don't know if he's AFK or just new. I'm not ranked very highly as I've only been playing a couple of days. So there he goes. What I am going to do first is I'll pop this guy down, burn one of my free manas, and pop this guy down. So I've taken the tempo advantage here, 2 cards to 1. And with that, I will end my turn. I think it's a pretty popular strategy from what I've seen so far to use these extra manas you have to kind of ramp up your early game production and take an early advantage. So now here he's got a stronger character that I'm not able to kill. But my guys, when they die, deal 1 damage to a random enemy character. I've got a card here that does 3 damage to an enemy creature. So I think what my strategy is going to be is I'll have 2 mana available naturally next turn. I'll burn another one of my tokens here. like so. I'll play this and select 3 damage on his hunter, and then I'm going to suicide one of my things into his and hope that I get lucky and take him out with the last 1 damage. Yeah, it hit the god instead, so not this time. That's unfortunate. And make sure to attack and end my turn. One thing that's unique in this game I've noticed is over here on the right. These are cards that as you do damage, that number is listed here, damage to the opponent god, I believe. You build up favor, and then you can use the favor to pull these cards into your hand. So that's kind of a unique feature. Excuse me. So now he's got the advantage on me. He's got 2 creatures that are quite strong. I've just got the 1. However, he did burn all his mana summoning that. So what I think I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to use my mage power, or god power rather, to finish his off. And then I will go ahead and summon this. I'll attack him with that. We're equal in life points, and I've got 4 attack powers worth. He's got 3. So even though his creature is too strong for me to kill currently, I still have the lead if we continue attacking the opponent's face, which is what it seems like we're doing so far. And I'm going to hold on to my last token here in case I get a nice, 5 or 6 cost card or something like that. Yeah, that card is tough to deal with because it makes it so that you basically have to kill the opponent creature in 1 turn, or, this thing is going to automatically heal it up. It also can heal his god. So I've really got to remove that ASAP. I may have to trade both my guys to do that. Well, maybe not. I think I'm going to keep them, and yeah, there we go. So he healed up. Okay, I got this, which is nice. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to burn my final token in order to use it. I'm going to select the deal 5 damage to a creature. Take out his healer and go to face with my 2 creatures. I've got enough favor to use this, so what do I want? I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to take this Rune of Fire. It's removal. And my thinking there is I save 1 mana because I can spend 2 mana here to deal 3 to that, 2 mana here to deal 4 to that. The other option would have been getting this Frontline creature. Frontline is a special property that means the creature has to be attacked first before anything else can be attacked. And that's quite unfortunate. He's got a Frontline creature of his own, and it's strong enough to kill both of mine. So I am not sitting in a very good place this game so far. So basically I can't go to his face anymore until this creature is dealt with. Unfortunately, it's got a strength of 2, which means both of my characters would suicide into it if they attacked. And I don't really have a lot of other tools here to work with at the moment. So I'm out of extra mana. It's not looking the best for me so far. So, boy, what to do? I guess I basically have to use this, dealing damage to his frontline creature. And now I can at least go to face, although he's got the tempo advantage on me there, at least for now. So hopefully next turn I'll have a little breathing room. I can get a 3rd creature out and maybe delete one of his with the Rune of Fire plus my Mage Bolt. This is a relic. It's basically an item card similar to Hearthstone. It attaches directly to your god, and this particular one ticks 2 damage on the opposing god and removes 1 durability from the relic as it does the damage. Looks like I'm facing a light zoo deck. A zoo deck is a deck composed of cheap, spammable creatures, and he is just way out-tempoing me. I'm probably going to end up losing this game unless I get some sort of turnaround. Yeah, I've really only got 1 or 2 turns left. This game is a little bit more fast-paced than Magic the Gathering or even Hearthstone. I haven't played Hearthstone recently, but those games I think took a little longer. A lot of these are over, you know, turn 5, turn 6.
The possibilities are endless.
And that's nice. I can remove 1 of his creatures with it, but boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can remove 2 of his creatures this way. I'm going to summon this guy first because he can remove 1 of the creatures without dying due to the 3 health on the next turn. And we will fire this off on his guy there, and we'll fire this off on his regenerating creature here, and go to face again. I have another card. He hasn't used it yet, so he may be new and not know about it. I am going to grab that frontline creature, which will buy me a short amount of time when I summon it next turn, forcing some of his guys to attack that. Although I'm really about to go down. I think I've got 1 more turn left. And he's thinking an awful long time. He should really just immediately go to face with all his creatures and have that be his turn, as well as dropping something expensive. One thing I have noticed about this game is it unfortunately does seem to have a fair amount of bots. I don't know if that's because of my relatively low rank or what. I assume that's because it's a pay-to-earn game where, you know, playing the game gets you points that can be traded for card assets that have real-world value. And the game is new enough where they aren't really, you know, they don't have a bot solution in place yet. I hope to see that change in the near future. Well, he skipped his turn entirely, so lucky me. We'll go ahead and get out a 4th creature, and I will drop the wand, which will start poking him. Can I do it right now? No, I can't attack right now with it. And I will use my last 2 mana to finish that off and go to face. And if this is a real player who is disconnected or a bot, I may be in luck and pull this off. I'm going to grab this. It's another removal card, which I'll be able to use next turn. So now, thanks to the essentially free turn I got, the game is completely turned around. We're about equal in creatures now. I've got this frontline creature ready to drop, which will force his creatures here to attack it. I've got 1 more removal card. I've got my god power for removal. And I've got this relic, which will be poking the enemy god in the face. So if he has gone AFK or disconnected or is a bot, it looks like I will win after all. So his time is ticking down. He's got 9 health left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I've got 9 damage directly. So turn swapped to me. He's got no front line. He's got no defense. You saw him tick down to 7 because of my relic. So I'm just going to go face and win the game. So that was either a very lucky turnaround or I was facing a bot. So This is the after game screen. You see that I get experience. When you hit new experience levels, you're typically rewarded with card packs. That's the card pack I got. And this Supernova Vial has another in-game currency called Stars. Stars are exchangeable. I'll show you the shop. This is my ranking going up there. Stars are exchangeable in the Star Store. They have daily deals on card, weekly deals on cards, and yeah, you earn enough stars to buy a few of the daily cards or maybe one of the weekly deals a week, I would say. So we're going to go back, take a look at this quest. This is to earn that flux. Basically, it's a gauntlet. You need to win one game to unlock the gauntlet, and as you can see, I've got the one victory on the God of Magic, and winning him unlocked my ability to complete matches with the God of War and the God of Light. If I complete a match with these three gods, we have the God of Death here, the God of Nature here, the God of Magic here, I won't actually earn credit towards this quest because I need to win with an adjacent god to unlock it. So if I were to play with the God of Light, that would unlock my ability to win with the God of Death. If I do the God of War, would unlock my ability to do the God of Deception. So, oh yeah, and one more thing, you can get up to 3 victories a day. That's what those empty holes are for. And when you have the 3 yellow dots under the guard, you can no longer, under the god rather, you can no longer earn flux that day with that god. And as you see, it resets in almost 8 hours. So that's a daily thing you can do to earn flux. Flux is again used to mint cards to the blockchain, turning them into tradable NFTs. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my deck. I've got some created decks here I made. We're going to go ahead and go with War for the next match. This occasionally happens. Usually when I hit play a second time, it goes right into the queue. Yeah, there you go. And there is an in-game clear cache function if that is something that happens to you repeatedly. So my first game was with the God of Magic. I don't really know enough about all the different gods to talk about their strengths and weaknesses. I do know a little bit more about the God of War. God of War tends to be an aggro and removal-faced type of god. For my god power, I'm going to pick the one that lets me do direct damage to the enemy god at a relatively low cost of 2 mana. Going to confirm that. And this is a pretty good starting hand. I think I'm going to keep it, actually. So the 3 cards I got here, this guy is very powerful. Every time he attacks, he gains 1 strength, and he has a very low cost of 1 mana. So if the enemy doesn't remove him, he is going to, pump up in value pretty quickly. However, he may be smart enough to remove me. So what am I looking at here? 1 mana. Okay, so I can only go up to 2 if I were to use 1. So what I'm going to do is just play him for now and end my turn. So if he's smart, he will kill this thing, and his guy will be, fine with 2 health left. Okay, he chose to use his... Okay, so he, did that on my creature and then killed it. So, unfortunately, I am playing a guy who isn't going to make a newbie mistake like that. Okay, so now I'm going to pop one of these and bring out this guy. His power is protected. That yellow bubble around it means that he ignores the first source of damage he takes. It's like a one-time shield. So this guy is going to be able to kill both of those. I expect he's just going to go to my face with it both times. Oh boy, I'm facing another zoo deck. Great. So he did that to remove my shield and finish off my guy. Okay.
It's that time again.
Alright, I've got 2 of these, which I can finish off damaged characters with. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is summon this guy, and then pop one of these to use to finish off that damaged character of his. So now this is a frontline. It's that thing that acts like a wall again, but they're both 1/1. So my guy will be able to kill both of those before he dies himself. So that can help me take back the tempo. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of creatures. I hope I get a good creature draw next time, because, and that's unfortunate too. So that guy's too strong for me to deal with. He's got the 4 health versus my 3 attack. So, what to do here? I've got to attack this thing first, so we'll get rid of that. And then I'm going to summon a creature myself. And I will go ahead and use this as well. It'll pump up his strength. And give him Blitz. Blitz means that he can attack the turn he is summoned. So I'm going to... and it's unfortunately got confused. Also, I forgot to mention that. So half the time it attacks something else randomly. So that's okay. I will go ahead and use my other card to remove him and end the turn. Fortunately, I've got the 1 mana left. I don't want to use my last token to just hit him for 2. So if he's smart, what he'll do is he'll finish off my guy who is damaged. Because yep, that's exactly what he does. The guy that just died of mine has a special power that on death it summons a little guy like this. And he's got another tough wall, 2/6. Yikes. I can't really do much of anything. I can summon this guy and hit him for 2 with my god power, and that is really it. I am out of cards. So that is really unfortunate. That's a very strong card. He's got a lot of health, and it will one-shot both of my creatures. So he'll probably kill my creature. He might just go to face. I'm not really sure what he'll do. If he just goes to face, I can actually keep pace with him because of my god power. But he is going to, finish off my creatures. So, okay. Oh, because he's got heal cards. Great. So unless I get lucky here and get some good pulls, it looks like I'm going to lose this too, because I just don't have the tools to deal with this. Especially if he's summoning more creatures. Yeah, that's not really going to help me. Poke him for 2 in the face again and end my turn, and that's really it. I may go ahead and concede to this one, because unless I luck out and he disconnects again, I don't know that I really have a shot at winning. Yeah, and he's just going for removal to really limit my ability to damage him at all. If I were him, I probably would be going to face. He's got the advantage in attack power, although I suppose he's probably doing this to prevent me from regaining the tempo. Or he's got mass heal cards like that. Yeah, and it's a second guy with frontline as well as a powerful attacking guy. If I don't get a good draw here, I'm going to go ahead and concede, because... yeah, even with this is a relic that attaches to my god and lets him attach, but I've got to deal with these frontliners and really can't. I suppose I'll play... well, no, I'm going to be wasting 4 mana this turn. It's kind of a lost cause, so we're just going to go ahead and concede that one. Can't win them all. And we'll play one more match. I will go ahead and swap to the God of Light just to unlock some more of the gods for my quest. I think that will be it for this video. Whoops. So I want the improved light that I designed. God of Light, you just saw me play against him as the opponent last turn. The God of Light tends to be a little more defensive. It's got, creatures with walls, a lot of healing power, that sort of stuff. So similar to maybe a white colored deck from Magic the Gathering. Whereas the War God is probably similar to a red deck. It's not exactly one-for-one comparison, but that's kind of a basic idea. There's also a common pool of cards that all gods share. So what am I going to take here? For the god powers for this guy, I saw heal used effectively by my opponent last game. I have some lower cost cards, not as many walls, so I think I'm going to go with this that lets me summon a 2/2 minion. Unfortunately, I've got some high cost cards. Let's get rid of that 7. I won't be able to use that for a long time. I'm also going first, so I can't rely on as many mana tokens. Let's redo that guy. And let's redo that. So, not the best draw. And unfortunately, I can't do a damn thing my first round. That sucks. So, gotta just end the turn. Now, most of my decks do have good ratios of low-cost cards. I just really got kind of boned on drawing any of them in my initial draw. So, and boy, I've got a bunch of mid-range cards. So, I hate to do it because this is a very powerful card. Gives 1 health to everything else I have on the board, but it's my only option to get something out there, so I'm kind of forced to use it. Unless I want him to just continue grabbing tempo. For his god power, well, if he uses it, he can kill my guy with his god power for free. So let's hope he needs to spend his mana on summoning a creature. That really may not be the best play for him either, because, well, there he goes. These walls, these frontline walls again. Boy, that's unfortunate. Those suck. Okay, so this time I at least have a bit of a stronger creature. Okay. I'm going to not suicide him against the wall just yet because it really doesn't gain me anything, and I can always do that with him next turn. Maybe I should have, because it leaves him vulnerable to the god power. So maybe I should have did the 2 damage on it after all. What does that do? Okay, that's a confused card, so it's going to randomly attack stuff. Ooh, and a backline. A backline is the opposite of frontline. You have to kill everything that is not backline before you can attack it, or attack it directly with DD. I don't have any DD on this, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is pop out this Radiant Spirit. That's going to automatically heal anyone that is damaged. And I'm going to kill my guy and kill his gate. And that will be it for my turn. And as you see, my guy got healed by the passive power of this Radiant Spirit. So that's good. He can't really kill any of my guys. Boy, he's got the front line. He's really protecting this, and that's got an ability to poke me for 1 every turn, and I can't really get rid of it. I do have some strong removal in my deck. These things are deadly. Deadly is a property that means if I damage anything with it, it will automatically die, despite the fact that they only have 1 attack. So that's going to help me clear out some of his stronger creatures here. Okay, so what to do? I think we are going to... Now, I've got some options here. I'm going to remove that and remove that, and then summon this and heal the guy that heals everyone else to take it out of range of his poke. And then I'm going to summon both of my low-cost guys. There's no longer any big threats, so I'm going to reserve the deadly creatures until later. This gives me a big tempo advantage. And now he's on the back foot. Thankfully, I got lucky with the targeting of that. And he may try to poke my Radiant Spirit. Oh, no, he spent too much mana. So, okay. Now I'm sitting in a much better spot. So we'll see what he does here. Next turn, I'm going to open with an attack from my confused guy. Oh, no. Sorry. When you're confused, you can only retarget to valid attacks. Because he's got a front line, it guarantees that my confused guy will indeed hit this. Looks like he played something that makes everyone confused. Okay. So now I'm not going to really be able to control where my attacks go at all. Interesting. I'm almost half dead also, so he's done a good job plinking me down before I really got my board in order. However, he may be in some trouble because I think I'm going to be able to clean up a decent amount. He's probably going to kill my strong guy. That's unfortunate. That was a mistake by his part. I would have killed this guy instead.
Time to act.
Okay, so what to do here? I am going to go ahead and bring out my deadly guy and this. And then I know my confused guy is going to be able to attack him for sure. So we're going to attack with that and attack with that. There goes his front line. Now I'm going... What can I still have? I've only got 2 guys left. Okay. So I'm going to hope I luck out and attack who I intend. I don't. Okay. And I basically got to attack with this, or I'm probably going to lose it to his removal. So, damn. The worst choice there. So, it is what it is, and that is all of my guys for this turn. So, okay. I will be able to swap my deadly guy for this guy, because even though his attack is lower, he does have the deadly characteristic. And it looks like he disconnected. Oh, he's back. Okay. So little temporary internet hookup or hiccup for him. Another front line. Oof, and taking 5 out of 18 left is hurting me. If I don't get lucky here, I'm gonna. I don't even know how he did that. Actually, I'm not quite sure.
My turn.
But I am not doing so well. So let's go ahead and remove that, and then I will bring out a second deadly guy. Let's see what I can get here. Can I get anything that will save me? I chose to pull him. Whenever a friendly creature of mine dies, it gets strength. So,
That is not possible.
let's see if I can kill him. I can't. I get unlucky again. And I don't want to attack with him and risk it dying for nothing. So that is unfortunately the end of my turn.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Although I do have the tempo advantage, so if he's not careful, I could still turn this around depending on what he gets. Because even though mana cost or our mana pools are getting high, if he brings out a big bad thing, I've got 2 things that are poisonous, or deadly rather. So I've got some good removal options. Although I am going to take another 5 to face from that guy. which will put me to 8, which is getting kind of into danger territory. So, as you see, my guy ticked up 1 in strength when my guy died, I guess to the burn effect that was. He's probably going to finish that guy off, removing my ability to damage him. But he's pumping this guy up at the same time, so he better be careful. And another front line to deal with. Jeez. Okay. Got some options. So what I'm going to do here is heal him. Aurora is an ability that activates on summon. So that should heal him out of the range of dying to this guy. Excellent. And I'm going to kill that guy, even though it's a trade. That gets rid of 5 damage to my face and pumps my guy up. And then I am going to go to his face with that. I don't want to leave him at 1 damage because he's got this god ability to deal 1 damage. So I will summon my guy, and maybe the tables have turned because now I have quite a strong board, and all he's got left is that 1 creature of his. So his ability to deal damage to me is not very high anymore. So this guy, that ability of ward, the blue bubble, basically is, it's similar to the yellow bubble that protects you from physical damage, except this protects you from spell damage. Okay, so this is a good pull for me. So what I'm going to do is use my god power to summon a creature, and then I'm going to use this to pump up everyone's health on the board. So what can we do here? I am going to go ahead and... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to trade both my creatures to kill this guy because I just cannot afford to take any more face damage. On the bright side, this guy is now 8 strength. That's going to become a serious, serious problem for him. 2 more turns, and that also gave me the ability to pull a card here. This is an excellent pull for me. I'm going to summon this guy. He has the ability Flank. Flank lets me ignore front and back line and just go on whoever I want. So he's probably going to use... Oh, excuse me, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. So, got to remember to disable my telephone when it's time to stream. Okay. Unfortunately, he got another frontliner. So, that is just awful. And he killed my flanking guy, it looks like, while I was AFK. So this is a good pull for me. It's a blitz ability. Blitz means it can attack the turn it spawns. So what I'm going to be able to do is, goodbye, Mr. Tough Frontline, and my big bad 6 attack guy is still alive. So what I will do now is attack that guy, get rid of that annoying poke, and now the tables have completely turned. He's got 1 health left. So let me see here. I am going to pull the Rune of Life. I'm doing that preemptively to stop him from maybe healing himself and getting something happening. So now I think I've won. So again, a come from behind. Yeah, he's a little bit too late for that, buddy. So good that he got rid of the 9 attack guy. He's probably going to get rid of the 6 attack guy also with something. He did it with Aurora ability on this. But he can get rid of 1 more with his God ability. But unfortunately for him, it's a little too late because all I need to do is damage him 1. So that's it. Good game. That's a victory for me. Very close one. I could have lost that. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and grab my rewards. And I think with that, we're going to end the video for today. So that was Gods Unchained. I'll probably try to record 2 or 3 matches a day as I play it and earn my flux and whatnot. So please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more of this content. And thank you for watching the video.